Greetings, my fellow gamers. It is I, Wraith, bringing you news from beyond the mirror from the other world. I'm already noticing some different things about this character list, but let me just tell you guys, this is the Guilty Gear character list for the global version of Seven Knights, and I kind of knew I was going to do this. I'm pretty sure I told you guys about it before. I knew in the future that I would end up making videos reviewing the same characters again, about characters that I have already reviewed in the past, but they're different though, and I'm not exactly upset about that, because as I said, they're different. They have already changed some things about these characters, so my videos, my reviews, will be a lot different, and they won't be the same, because I can actually read what they can do, and I can give you guys a better estimate on how to use them, and how to utilize their passive uniques. So, let's get right into it, shall we?
You wanna live, pal? You better not hold back.
Yeah, I like this guy from the game too. Become immune to all damage for 3 times. The 3 times thing is not my favorite, but since he's a universal character, I guess that's okay. Why do I not like the 3 times thing? Because you could get attacked 3 times in one turn. And it could just knock down your Void Shield and very, very fast, and it doesn't make it very useful. However, 3 turns, your Void Shield is a lot more useful. A lot more useful. Because, say, you can get attacked 3 times and at 1 turn your Void Shield will still be up. But since he's a universal character, it's okay, because you can pick up his HP and his defense quite well with some good defense items. So, really, that's okay for him. It makes sense for his type of character. And blocks all enemy attacks additionally. Becomes immune to all debuffs. Now that's pretty good for 3 turns. That's pretty good. Similar to Karma with the, if you guys know who Karma is, he's from the Korean version of Seven Knights. He will soon be released on the global server, but Karma can, he has the block all enemy attacks thing, and he has a similar Void Shield, but his is a little more complex. It's a lot more than just 3 times. But as for the become immune to debuffs thing, Karma doesn't have that, but that's a pretty good passive unique right there. Well, let's take a look at the other characters. We're going to look at passive uniques first, and then we're going to get to the active skills in battle. But let's take a look at hers. First thing I want to say is, she originally was a universal character in the Korean version, and they switched her to a defensive character, which actually is kind of understood, but because universal to defensive, that makes sense. I mean, universal characters can go really anywhere, honestly, but I don't know. Her attacks seemed a little more offensive rather than defensive, in the Korean version. That's what her attacks appear to be. They look like a universal character, but what they did, they kind of made it look a little more offensive rather than defensive. So the switch to defensive, not exactly something I would have done, but it's okay, I can live with it. Let's take a look at her passive unique. Protects all allies from being stunned for 5 turns, additionally blocks all enemy attacks. The block all enemy attacks thing is good for a tank, but it protects all allies from being stunned. Not a lot of characters use stun, so it's not exactly useful. I mean, there are the few that do use it, and it can be useful in tower occasionally, but I don't remember too many levels where stun was really a problem. And you can just have characters that are immune to all debuffs, like this guy right here on your team.
You wanna live, pal? You better not hold back.
So, this become immune to stun might not exactly be a great thing, but the block thing is pretty cool. Let's take a look at this guy.
Behold the power of my lightning!
I still like this guy from the game. He's really cool. But let's take a look at his passive unique. Become immune to all damage for 3 turns. Additionally, electrifies the enemy for 2 turns with basic attacks. Now, is that by chance? Is that at a certain rate? the chance to electrify enemies, is that at a certain rate? Because it doesn't say at a certain rate, it just says electrifies the enemy for 2 turns with basic attacks. Now that's telling me it might be guaranteed. I don't know, it might be. But if it's guaranteed, now he's a pretty good character. Now this is a guy I would actually like. Now wait, this also applies to counterattack and attack speed, so that's really, really good. So it may be guaranteed with the electrify upon attacking. Now, that's pretty cool. But another thing he has is finally the Void Shield I was looking for. Oh man, the 3 turns. Yeah. Now that's a good Void Shield right there. Now yeah, this is a good character right here. He used to be a fighter, not a universal, which is a little sad to me, but that's okay. I mean, you can still bring up his attack with some pretty good attack items, so it's okay. I don't mind the switch. But yeah, that Electrify thing is probably my favorite passive unique so far, and that Void Shield is looking really good. Let's take a look at the other characters. She's pretty cool too. I really like that mask. That's really cool. Let's take a look at her passive unique. Increases all magical attack for all allies by 50%. Additionally, becomes immune to all attacks for 3 times. Again with this 3 times thing. And she's a mage, which makes it even worse. Why not just 3 turns, for goodness sake? Oh man. Even if you put her in her back, she could still get attacked 3 times in 1 turn. Man, it's not a very good passive unique for mages and fighters, especially. Universal characters, it's okay. But when you have mages and fighters, the better Void Shield is the 3 turns thing. Because you could get attacked 3 times in 1 turn. You can do that. That can happen to you. But, you know, the 50% increase in magical attack for all allies, that's a good thing. But, again, the Void Shield, I don't like it. Now let's take a look at the other characters passive. Now, from what I remember, she was one of my favorite characters in the Korean version. So let's take a look at her passive unique. Becomes immune to all damage for 3 turns. Finally, now that is a good Void Shield. Yes! Very good Void Shield. Additionally, decreases skill CD by 10 seconds with basic attack. Now that is amazing. That is a perfect passive unique. Perfect! Why do I say that? Because if you have a team full of mages, you could devastate the enemy team. Especially if you apply attack speed to her, give her some good attack speed items. That could be ridiculous. Say she attacks twice in 1 turn. That's 20-second decrease in your skill CD. That is ridiculous. So, if any character on this list I would recommend more, it's definitely her. I recommend her over all the other characters because that 10% decrease upon attacking, that is ridiculous. The 10-second decrease, rather, not 10%. That'd be ridiculous. But no, it's the 10-second decrease. But yeah, let's take a look at the active skills for once. Man, I'm so excited. I'm sorry. I'm so excited about this character. I'm all over the place with my words. Oh man, I'm running out of time, so I'm gonna have to make this quick. What does she do? Inflicts 250% magical damage on 1 enemy. Additionally, critical hit will be applied. Now, what is the skill CD on this attack? Because her passive unique could really, really work with that skill. Let's take a look at this one. She's really cool. I like her. Inflicts 350% magical damage on 1 enemy. Additionally, critical hit will be applied and increases magical attack by 50. Wow! So do this one first and then this one. But yeah, she's pretty cool. She only attacks 1 enemy, but it's still pretty cool. Yeah, I really like her. She's cool. Let's take a look at her. What does this one do? Inflicts 140% magical damage on 3 enemies. Good AoE attack. Additionally, piercing will take effect and ignores the enemy's defense. That's okay. The ignoring defense thing is quite common. But let's take a look at this one. Inflicts 100% magical damage on 3 enemies twice. Not bad. Paralyzes the enemies for 2 turns at a certain rate. Now that's pretty good. Paralyze enemies that's pretty good. I like that. So yeah, that skill's pretty cool. Let's take a look at his. Now I'm really looking forward to this guy.
Lightning.
Wait, did we look at her basic attacks? No, we didn't. Crazy.
Behold the power of my lightning.
Yep, my phone's about dead.
Take this.
Been playing games all day, so I'm not surprised about that.
I strike. Sacred edge.
Let's see what the first one does. Inflicts 130% magical damage on 4 enemies. Additionally, piercing will take effect. I'm really happy about this piercing thing I'm seeing from these new characters. Additionally, electrifies the enemies for 2 turns at a certain rate. That's pretty good. I like that. Let's take a look at this one. Inflicts 50% magical damage on 2 enemies. Additionally, increases the enemy's skill CD by 20%. 20 seconds, my mistake. Yeah, it's pretty good. The 20-second increase in skill CD for the enemies, that's pretty crazy right there. That is really crazy. Now that's something I'm really looking forward to. I didn't even look at his basic attack, did I?
Behold. Below me. I have you.
Just like the video game. I really like that guy. But I really like her more though. Her passive is really good. I'm really liking that passive. She doesn't attack as many enemies as him, but still pretty cool. It's pretty funny. That was cool. Now what does this do? Inflicts 230% magical damage. Physical damage, my mistake. On 1 enemy. 1 enemy? Come on! That looks like an AoE attack. Come on! Additionally, removes the enemy's buffs. That's pretty good. The remove buff thing is pretty good, but that really looks like an AoE attack, does it not? Now this is definitely an AoE attack right here. Inflicts 250% physical damage on 3 enemies. Additionally, ignores enemy's defense. Honestly, this looks more like the debuff skill. Doesn't it? Doesn't it look more like a debuff skill to you? And this one looks more like the AoE attack. But, and I don't know. It could go either way if you ask me. Just pretty cool.
You want to live, pal? You better not hold back.
From what I can remember, this guy's skills were really cool. Let's take a look.
Show me what you got. Tyrant and Prey. Red. Fight me.
Gunflame.
Gunflame. You're in my way.
You're in my way.
You're in my way.
Yeah, that guy's pretty cool. But yeah, those are the characters. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. I'm really happy about these new characters, though. I might get a couple of them. But at the same time, now that I really think about it, I'm changing my mind again. Because 300 gems is a lot. And spending them on that pack, there's no guarantee you're going to get the character you really need. So I might not be able to get her. As much as I really want this character, I might not be able to get her. I might just end up with a character I don't want. So I don't know if I'm gonna waste my time with that pack, but they're still really good characters. If you want to try them, try for them. Go right ahead. I just wouldn't do it myself. But yeah, that's all the time I got for my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry about the late upload, guys. I really am. I was really busy this morning, but I hope you guys don't mind. But that's all the time I have. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Remember to like and comment. I'll see you guys in the next video, alright? Bye.